today, we're playing some Rusty Lake Roots, and you may be thinking, Poppy, why the fuck are you streaming on a Wednesday? You usually stream on Thursdays. Well, I can't stream tomorrow because my dad's going out, and he was like, you're gonna have to stay at your mum's. So I was like, okay. So yeah, streaming today, and then next time I'll be streaming, it'll be on Sunday, and then I probably won't be able to stream next week because my dad's away. So yeah, my dad might be away, question mark, maybe. There's a good possibility that he'll be away, so I might not be able to stream next week. So yeah, but that's fine, because then, okay, if we're not streaming next week, so from the 3rd to the 9th, then on the 13th we can do some achievement, maybe 13th and the 16th we can do achievement hunting, and then the Thursday after that, so the 20th, we're still gonna do Phoenix Wright stuff, and then after that, I don't know, probably just like continuing to play Minecraft and stuff. And I think right at the moment Stardew Sage is kind of on a bit of a hold because the days that I stream don't really work well with Sage's schedule. There might still be a Stardew stream every once in a while, but yeah, days that I stream does not coincide with Sage's schedule, so yeah, we might not be able to stream Stardew for a while. So yeah. How have you guys been doing? I last streamed on Sunday. We finished off Paradise, didn't we? We finished off the last 3 like plagues. We did plagues 8, 9, and 10, and I currently have a blanket on me because it's fucking freezing. It's so cold in my room, and I can't be bothered. Not gonna lie, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to turn the heating on because the heating in this house is a bit of a piss take to turn on. So yeah, I've got a blanket. I've got a blanket until it gets way too cold to before it gets way too cold to justify that. So yeah. Anyways. What have I done Monday and Tuesday? Today. So Monday I was planning on working on my poster, but to be fair, I've almost finished it. To be fair, it's tutorials, I think, for it next week. So I might just like wait until next week, be like, hey, because then after next week we've got like 3 weeks until it's due, and I've almost finished it. So what I'm gonna do, basically, I've got all the information down on the PowerPoint slide that I kind of want to use, and then I've got some stuff written in like the notes section of the PowerPoint, and I'm gonna write those onto like flashcards, and then so yeah, after the tutorial on Tuesday, I'm gonna what's the word? I'm gonna then like make any amendments that I need to, and then my brain is not braining right now, but yeah, after the tutorial I'm gonna make any amendments that I need to, and then just write down like anything I need to. I'm just thinking, on Tuesday, on Tuesday, I have a lecture in the morning. I do have an hour break, so I might be able to go home, quickly eat some food, and then do the tutorial. If it's online, I assume it's online. I assume it's online. Is it online? I don't know. We haven't been told anything by our lecturer. So I mean, I assume it's online. I haven't properly checked. I'll check tomorrow. I'll check tomorrow. So yeah. If it is online, then my dad's working away next week. Oh wait, that's fine. I could probably just go home, quickly eat some food, and then what I'll do is just book the tutorial like pretty early on, and then eat some food after the tutorial. We'll see. Wait, I'm gonna look on the website to see. Is it tutorials next week? Let me have a look. Because the thing is, it's like tutorials for like only one module, I think. I don't think it's tutorials for the other module, because like the assignment for my morning lecture is not due until December. So why the fuck do we have tutorials like now when it's not due for another like month and a bit, like month and a half? So yeah, let me see. Is it tutorials next week? This week is, let me see. Okay, it is tutorials next week. Let me see. And it is online. Okay, so I could just go home, quickly go home, and then have lunch afterwards. Oh wait, it's not online. It's not online. No, it's actually on campus. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Actually, that makes. Wait a minute. Let me look at the module guide. Let me have a look. Is it online or is it on campus? Let me see. What the fuck? It says online in the module guide, but then when I go to book it, it's like, oh, it's on campus, and there's not a Zoom link. And usually they put on the Zoom link like a week before, alongside the booking thing. Weird. Okay. Okay, that's weird. And the thing is, I don't know which. I don't know. I'll probably just I might just email one of the lecturers and see, because I think, did I mention this on Sunday? I don't remember if I did. But basically, I have 2 lecturers for this module, and for the first month, we had the other lecturer, and for starting from this week onwards, we have the program lead for the neuroscience pathway, who I've already talked about in previous streams, so I won't really talk much about my like gripes with him. But yeah. But yeah, so I think I'll email the other lecturer and be like, hey, is this on campus or is this online? Because it's just really like, it just really like kind of messes with it. It just kind of like, then if it's online, then it's like, oh, I have time then to go home. What I'll probably do is go home, maybe make a few amendments to the poster, and then just like, because the tutorial is only like 10 minutes, so it's like I'll just like yap to him for like 10 minutes, and then I'll like eat food, and then I'll just like continue working on the poster. But then if it's like actually on campus, then I'll get food first, go up and, you know, just yap about my poster for 10 minutes. So yeah, because the thing is, for most of the tutorials I have in like other modules, it's like they're online, right? I don't normally book tutorials for other modules because it's like at the point when we have tutorials, it's like I'm almost done with the assessment. The only reason I want to book a tutorial for this assignment, I said assessment instead of assignment, but yeah, I never usually when it's like comes around to tutorial time, it's like, oh, I'm almost done with the assignment, and like I don't really need that much help with it, so I just don't normally book them. But for this assignment, it's like for the assignments I have for this module, actually, because I have two, we literally went through the module guide yesterday with program lead, and we're all like kind of agreeing like, oh, it's a bit vague. It's like kind of vague on purpose, because it's like oh, you can basically choose any topic you want from what we've covered, basically, for like both assignments, but also it feels a little bit too vague on what we're supposed to do. It just feels a bit too vague, and we had like a 20-minute break in the middle of the lecture yesterday, because it's a 3-hour lecture, and we were all like, after like the first hour and a half, we were just like, oh, and I remember the lecturer was like, okay, it's time for a break. How long does like the other lecturer usually give you? Everyone went quiet, and then he literally pointed at me. He was like, he literally like looked at me, even not pointing at me, but like, he looked at me and was like, okay, you choose how long we go on a break for. And I was like 20 minutes. I hate being called on. So that just means like a state of like panic. But yeah, he was like, you choose. And I was like 20 minutes. And he was like, okay, cool. Come back at 5:02. So yeah, we all went out for 20 minutes, and we went out with me and like a few other people from our course from my course was like, me and a few other people from the module, me and a few other people in my class just like went outside for like 15 minutes, and we were all just saying like, oh, the like what we're supposed to, like the kind of like outline on what we're supposed to do for the poster is a bit vague. It's like pretty vague. And we were just like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? Because all we know is we're supposed to like discuss the brain areas involved in processes. That's basically what they've said. Discuss the brain areas in processes, in any process you want to talk about. So we were just like, what the... It feels just like, can you just give us a bit more guidance on like how I was supposed to format it, because this is like my first time doing a poster at uni, so it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to format it? Can you like, I kind of wish that they had given us like a few more examples, because there is one example on the website that they put on, and like it's like, well, that example doesn't really help me, because I said this like after like after my second week back. So I said this like 2-3 weeks ago. But basically, in the first week when we were discussing the poster, our lecturer was like, oh hey, you can do it on either one specific research article, and you can go really in depth with that, or you can do like an overview of the evidence, basically. And I was originally planning to do just like kind of just like a more like kind of just going in depth into one paper, right? A paper that they had given us, but I was like, I might as well use a paper that they've given us, and you know, work smarter, not harder, you know. But then the next week, second week, he's like, oh yeah, oh wait, never mind, forget what I said last week. You have to do an overview of evidence, not just on one research article. So yeah, and the poster that's on the website is like just one research article, like just an in-depth analysis of one research article. So like sorry, but yeah, it's like an in-depth look at like one research article, and not like an overview of evidence of like multiple research articles. So it's like, well, this doesn't really help me. It does help me kind of in like how we can like very basically format it. So yeah, but I don't know. I might see actually one of the people in my class had our lecturer look at her poster, and he said that hers was all right. So I might ask to have a look at hers maybe, and see like what I could possibly change, like not obviously like not copy off her, but like, you know, take inspirations from what like she's done. So yeah, so I might do that. So I might do that at some point. Just ask us, just like see if I can see hers, and see like you know, see what I could change about my poster. So yeah, I think my poster's all right. To be fair, I usually do all right on presentations. Like the first one I did all the way back in first year, I got a 90 on that. And then in second year I did a group presentation that got 75. And then I did a presentation earlier this calendar year, last academic year. I did a recorded presentation for research methods, and I got 70 on that. So I get firsts on like actual PowerPoint presentations. So I assume I'll do well. I assume I'll do like relatively well on like a poster, you know. So yeah, I assume I'll do well. It's just that I feel like I just need that like bit more guidance, you know. Actually, going back to when we went outside on our break, and we were just like talking about the poster. We were just talking about the poster, and then someone said, hey, what time is it? Do I have time to go to the shop? And I was like, I think I said something along the line. And I don't know why. In my brain, I was thinking, oh, this person wants to go to like Aldi or onto the wants to go to like Aldi or whatever, or like the shops that are like that it takes like 5-10 minutes to actually get to because traffic, because you have to go across like a bunch of roads. I don't know why I thought they were going to that one. But yeah, I was like, it's like 42. It's like something like 3:42 or something. And we have to be back. We have to be back for at 5:02. And she was like, "Oh, I have time. I'll be a bit. I'll be a minute." But yeah, now, like logically speaking, she was probably just going to like the student union shop. Because I think she got. I don't remember what she got. I think she got like a Monster and like another drink. And I remember her getting like, I'm pretty sure she got 2 drinks. And I know one of them was a Monster. I can't remember what the other one she got. Might have been a Red Bull. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know why I assumed she was going to like Audi instead of like our student union shop, which is like literally like from like anywhere, pretty much anywhere on campus, takes like 5 minutes to get to, like roughly. So like it takes like max 5 minutes from like anywhere on campus to get to. So well, anywhere. Yeah, if I'm like anywhere on campus, it takes like 5 minutes to get to. So yeah. And then while she went to the shop, when she went to the shop, we were still kind of talking about the assignment, and then somehow we just like pivoted to the topic of Christianity, because I was just talking, and someone said something along the lines of like, what's the difference between like Orthodox Christianity and Catholics, and then like, I remember now, this one person was like kind of going around like complimenting everybody, and I remember, so bit of a sidetrack from the Christianity topic, but I remember her like just like staring at me, and I was just like, what the fuck, because she's like, we're all in like a circle, and she was like directly like across from me. She was directly across from me. She just starts like staring at me, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And she was just like, you have nice eyes, it matches your hair. Because if you haven't you haven't really seen me in real life, which is most of you, but if you haven't really seen me in like real life, and you're just judging based off my like streams, you think, oh, Poppy's hair is brown, of course it would match with her eyes. My eyes are brown. And you would think, oh, based off like previous streams where I've used my like face cam before, you can have a look at like, I used my webcam like mostly like last year, and like end of 2023, start of this year. Sorry, I had a cough for like weeks, because I had a cold like a few weeks ago, and it has not. I hate having a cough. So she said, your hair matches your eyes. And yeah, if you haven't seen, go look at my face cam streams for like last year. But you can kind of tell like my hair is kind of brownish. My hair is a very weird colour. Cause like if you just see me outside, then you'll think, oh, she's ginger. But yeah, it's more brown. It's like you can tell it's kind of ginger. Like when under light, like I can kind of tell here. I can kind of tell here that like I'm gonna look at my hair now, and like the lighting in my room is like pretty shit. But I can kind of tell here like, oh, there's definitely like ginger in my hair. But it's also like it's kind of like a ginger brown color. But my shitty webcam, that I still haven't thrown away for whatever reason. Like it does not work. But yeah, my shitty webcam just did not pick up like the ginger parts of my hair, and was just like, yes, brown hair. But yeah, basically she said to me, your eyes match your hair. And I was like, thank you. I was like, I don't know what to say. Because the thing is, I feel like I would have been less awkward if you just said, oh, she had just said, oh, your eyes match your hair, and your eyes match your hair, really nice, whatever. I would have been less awkward, but I think I was awkward because first she just like stared into my soul. And I was just like, what the fuck, why are you staring at me? you know. And I also have chocolate milk instead of Vimto this time because we ran out of Vimto. And my grandma, I go to hers for tea on Wednesdays, and she usually gets me like chocolate milk. But yeah, back to the topic of Christianity. So yeah, she was going. The person who was like in front of me in this like group, she was like going around like kind of complimenting everybody, and the person who was like stood next to me was wearing cross necklaces, and she was like, oh, I like your necklaces, I never noticed you are you wearing like 3? I never noticed you like wore like 3 cross necklaces before. Cause like I said, she was wearing like 3 cross necklaces. No, I think she said, oh, I didn't know she wore like 2 cross necklaces before. And the person that was stood next to me said, oh, I'm wearing 3. You just can't see the other one because it's like buried in my top. And then the other person was like, oh, is that like the Orthodox cross? And that's where the talk about Christianity started. I remember now. It just like was like they started talking about Orthodox versus Catholic. They started talking about Orthodox versus like Catholic. Started talking about differences between Orthodox versus Catholicism, right? And then they kind of touched on Protestants a bit. They kind of talked about I think they started talking about like the Christian God, and they said something about they brought up something about like Protestants and like a false god because Henry VIII created the Protestant church. Because if you don't know, I learned this in GCSE history. So I haven't touched on Henry VIII in like 4 years. So because I graduated in 2021. But I haven't touched Henry VIII in like 4 years. But from what I remember, he wanted to divorce his first wife. He had 6 wives, by the way, which is like okay, like in the sense that like he divorced the first one. He literally divorced the first one, killed the second one, and then the third one died of natural causes, and then divorced his 4th wife, killed his 5th wife, and then his 6th wife, I think his 6th wife outlived him. Because this is literally this song from Horrible Histories that's like, divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. I don't remember the names of his wives. There's a whole musical around this called Six, around his wives. Go watch it. I haven't watched it, but like the songs, they fucking slap, man. But yeah, from what I remember about Henry VIII, he wanted to divorce his first wife, but the Catholic Church and the Pope were like, yeah, no, fuck off. I'm not gonna let you fucking divorce your first wife. Like, just because you're the king doesn't mean you get to boss me around, you know, because at that time, like, the only people that were, like, higher than the king in terms of, like, rank were, like, the Pope and God. So, yeah. And then Henry VIII, he got pissy that he couldn't divorce his first wife and was like, hey, I wanna, you know, divorce my wife. I'm just gonna create a whole nother fucking church. And then he created the Church of England. And that's when Protestants were born. And then there's been so many, like, in that era there was so many, like, kind of shifts in, like, what was, like, the main religion of, which was, like, the main denomination at the time, because I think so the Henry VIII, after he made the Church of England, England was, like, Protestant. Before the divorce, it was mainly Catholic. After that, mainly Protestant. And then I think I think when Mary became queen, she was like, then, okay, this is all Catholic now. This is becoming Catholic now. And then she killed a bunch of Protestants killed. And that's where the urban myth, like, Bloody Mary comes from, like, religious tensions and stuff. And then when Elizabeth I, like, came on the throne, she, from what I remember, at that time when Elizabeth I was on the throne, England was, like, mainly Protestant. But from what I remember, Elizabeth was just, like, kind of chill with the Catholics. Like, I think it's that as long as the Catholics didn't cause, as long as there was no, like, tension, well, there was still tension, but, you know, as long as there was no, like, kind of like, as long as, like, they didn't get pissy with each other, you know, Elizabeth was cool. But I think maybe later on in life, she kind of had to crack down more on Catholics, I think. But I remember her being a bit more, like, cool with, like, Catholics than Henry VIII was. So yeah, that's my big long rant about Christianity, because we were talking about it with my friends yesterday. Yeah, I think but yeah, again, that is what I've just said is probably has a bit of inaccuracy, because again, I haven't studied Henry VIII in 4 fucking years. Crazy how it's been, like, almost 5 years since I graduated high school. That's just crazy. And now I'm, like, 5 years later, you know, yeah, almost 5 years later, I'm almost done with my fucking degree, which is crazy. Like, if you think about it, next semester, I'll be working on my work experience assignment. I'll be doing the cyber psychology module, which I will probably just be, like, so excited to tell you guys what I've been learning in the cyber psychology module. Like, I'm gonna be so fucking honest. Like, cyber psychology and cognitive psychology are, like, my, like, favorite areas of psychology. I know that makes me a bit of a nerd, but, like, who the fuck cares? Like, this is literally like my degree takes up such a large portion of my life at the moment. Like literally, I'm in 2 days a week. Well, 2 days, like 1 day a week. I have 2 modules that are like every single week. Those lectures happen on a Tuesday, and then I have 2 more sessions on Thursdays that happen every 2 weeks. So, yeah. So yeah, 2 days a week, half the year, half the semester, 1 day a week, the other half of the semester. And then the rest of the week is then dedicated to doing assignments, research, stuff like that, working towards doing the forms for my dissertation, which I were hoping to like submit today. But like I just realized I probably need to have my dissertation supervisor look over them, and I think it got to like 4, and I was like, okay, I probably need to have maybe 1 more day to properly look at these sometime next week. Then I need to then I'll talk to my dissertation supervisor. What I'll probably do is just email her the files, and then have her, and then just like talk through them with her, or like just like share the document so that she can see what I'm like editing, because I can't share, like I have to share it through Word, because I can't share like Word online, because I can't share it through Zoom, because I have it on my phone, and I don't really have that much space left on my phone, because I have an SE, I have an iPhone SE, and I only have like 64 gigs, which isn't a lot. I'm gonna check how much, because I've been running on like less than 10 gigs for my phone for a while. How much do I have left? 3.41 gigs. I have 3.41 gigs left on my phone. Let me see. And the apps that use the most storage: TikTok with almost 8 gigs, CapCut like 5.5 gigs. I probably need to delete some stuff off CapCut actually. Spotify 5.2 gigs, Snapchat 4 gigs, which is insane because I barely use Snapchat. The only reason I use Snapchat is to check stories like once a month, and that to keep people added, because I have friends on there that I don't have added like anywhere else, and I don't want to like lose contact with them like forever by like deleting my account. So I mean, I might just post on my story being like, hey, follow my Instagram if you haven't, add me on Instagram if you haven't already. So yeah, and then we have, after Snapchat, it's Love Nikki with 3.3 gigs, which is fair because that's like a game. Love Nikki is one of those games where it's like I will download it, play it for like a month, and then delete it. And I downloaded Love Nikki like the start of this year, I think. When did I download it? I don't know, but I think I started. I think I downloaded it like start of this year, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna actually play more of this game. I'm gonna actually play this game. I'm actually gonna not delete this game off my phone. And like when I get that like random like 1 month spurt of playing it, I will just like continuously play it. And to be fair, with Love Nikki, I've been kind of like I've been kind of playing it for like 5-10 minutes, like every week or like every other week since I like downloaded it. So yeah. And then YouTube at 1.8 gigs. That seems fair for YouTube, seeing as how much I use it. Like it being less than 2 gigs, I feel like it's pretty good. And then Pokemon Go 1.4 gigs, Instagram 1.3 gigs. That's fair. I feel like Instagram is fair though, because I actually regularly use Instagram. I like probably scroll through stories like pretty much every day for like a few minutes, and I tend to post. I mostly post off my phone. So yeah, I mostly post on my phone. So yeah, Instagram is necessary. Twitter 1 gig, which I feel like is fair. I use that pretty often, and I've had my account for about 8 years, almost 8 years, which is crazy. So yeah, and then everything else is like less than 1 gig. How much is Blue Sky? 174 megabytes. That just shows I don't really use Blue Sky, to be fair. I use it to post, but I don't really scroll for it, because I think in my brain with Blue Sky, it's that like, oh, my timeline, I think, oh, my timeline's kind of shit, so I'm not gonna go on it. But also, I remember like, hey, it probably took me a while to like curate my feed on Twitter. It's probably gonna take me a bit longer to curate my feed on Blue Sky, but I haven't taken the time out of my day to actually curate my feed on Blue Sky. So yeah, and apparently there's been like a bit of discussion around Blue Sky recently. I haven't really caught up with it, but like I feel like I just need like a text app to like complain about shit. I just need an app like Twitter, Blue Sky, Threads to like shit about. Twitter, I kind of do want to delete my account, but also I don't really want to, because I have a bunch of mutuals. I probably have a bunch of mutuals on there that don't follow me anywhere, that I don't follow, or like don't follow me anywhere else. So yeah, so that's why I'm keeping Twitter. With Blue Sky, I think Blue Sky, I was like, okay, I'm kind of done with Twitter. I need a new app to like curate and shit. So I got Blue Sky because I was like, I think a few months ago I was like, I really want to move over to a new app. I haven't probably like moved over to Blue Sky yet, because again, just what I said. There's a lot of people that I am mutuals with that I don't want to like, just like, I just don't want to disappear off the app with like the mutuals that tune in like once a month. And then Threads, I'm never fucking touching Threads. I think the reason I'm not touching Threads is because I remember when it first released, everyone was like, it's connected to your Instagram account, and that if you delete your Threads account, you're gonna delete your Instagram account. And I was like, I'm not gonna delete my Instagram account, because I've had my Instagram for like 7 years, and it's like, Instagram is like my main way of like keeping up with like friends and like my sister, because like I don't use Facebook. Like Instagram is like the only Meta app that I use, like the only app that I use that's made by Meta. So yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna, and plus like I've had my Instagram for 7 years now, and it's like I've got so many posts on there that like I don't really want to delete. So yeah,